The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, is an inspirational hour that'll take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Get ready to be transformed from Dr. Jenn's live guided healing meditations and intuitive readings, and unveil the power of connecting to spirit, the angels, and your higher self. Dr. Jenn is passionate about helping you find the answers you're looking for through an inward journey that'll strengthen your connection to spirit and help you trust your intuition. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jenn Royster.
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Dr. Jenn, and if you're new to the show, hello and welcome to our listening family. And this is the day that I'm going to do the month angel guidance forecast for the upcoming month. I'm going to do that once a month. We did the whole year in January, and each month I'm going to dedicate a show to putting it out where we are in that moment. So we have May coming up. I decided to do it today versus next week, so you could have time to, process what I'm saying, because there was, it was very interesting what was coming through, quite a bit, very directive, and it's all about Archangel Michael for the month of May. So that's what I'm doing during the show, and we have so much change, so much energy, and I've been doing a series of shows on this because it's so important, and I am very much feeling led and guided by my own intuition and my connection to spirit to help you, because we can thrive and we can get through this positively. It does not have to feel, negative. And, we're going through a lot of transition right now. Now, some of you may have been experiencing maybe headaches or aches and pains in your body that, just seem to all of a sudden be flaring up, and you thought that was resolved and that wasn't happening anymore. I do want to let you know that that's just bringing it up to the surface so you can completely clear that energy away. Sometimes we leave little fragments under there, and I've even had a little bit of it here and there. So it's interesting. They surprise me every day. I see so much potential for humanity, and that's why we're doing this. Now, it's all about the angels and their guidance to help us through the energy. Not to tell you what to do, but just to help you with where the energy is in that moment. I'm not talking about all the planets and things like that. We've had quite a bit of that, with the moons and the eclipses and everything. But this is more about the guidance with the energies there. You can go and look at what the astrology lineup is with people that do that. I'm bringing you the information from the angels that I'm picking up. Now, Michael is very much, he's coming in, he's that leader. He's coming in with an energy for the month of May, very much in charge, very much, okay, it's time to get things taken care of, organized, get it done, very structured, very grounded, very logical this time. Now, we've gone through and, you may have felt like you were, swimming and woozy with all that stuff going on in the last month or so. Now's the time to settle in and really think about your intentions. Now, intentions are very important now because we've been clearing out, we've been working on releasing and letting go and getting things out of the way so we can now manifest this new place we want to be in. Where do you want to be in life? What do you want? Now, it's not just about wanting a new car or a new boyfriend. Let's keep it real here. What is happiness really? What is it? It's not going to be that item as much as it is coming from within you. So you're looking for, what are your intentions here? What are your truest intentions? Now, they can be positive or negative here. I keep that in mind, because if your intentions are, not so positive, that you're going to manifest that too. Manifesting is going to come through very, very quickly. So we don't have to work and it doesn't seem like it's going to take as long to manifest things. You're going to feel like things are just changing so fast that it can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Michael is very much the go-to one, the go-to angel for this month of May. Now, where in your life, and to help you with that just a little bit, where in your life could you use a little more organization? Where in your life are you not sure what your intentions are? If it's a business plan, if it's in a relationship, if you want to move or you want to do something different. I mean, where are you with that? Really it's very much time to get in touch with that and be clear what your intentions are. I have a lot of people that will contact me saying, I don't know what my intentions are. I don't know how to be clear with it. If you have the intention to clarify that, I would start there. I would back that up a half step and say, can you help me clear my thoughts out so I can find my clarity for my intention? So sometimes you just need to get some of the fog out of the way, kind of clear out, the excess noise. Now, in this show, if you want to call in, if you had a question in particular, or you wanted to know if there was an angel reading or something coming out for you, you can call into the show at any time, 1-800-930-2819. Again, that's 1-800-930-2819. So we will take your calls during the show. We'll take a couple of callers for a reading if you call in. I have quite a bit of information here anyway to give everybody, and it was amazing. And I was double validating it this morning when I was doing my meditation. I got up very early. I was just wide awake again. And I said, well, let's just see what the clarity is. Do you have anything to add? I'm asking Michael, do you have anything to add to what you want me to share with everybody? And they did. They added a little bit more. They kept adding it. And I say they because he comes in and then there's this group that I feel and I'll see around him. So he walks in and it's as if it was an interesting vision that I had. Now, he is the angel that oversees guardian angels. So we all have one of those, right? And it was like he was coming in leading this enormous pack of guardian angels behind him. Now, your guardian angel is with you, but this was the vision that I saw. So it was like they are coming through. They're ready to go to bat for you. They're ready for you to go to bat for yourself. And they want you to get organized. They want you to really be clear. They want you to say, okay, this is where I want to go. And then ask them for help and guidance to gently get there. You can do this one day at a time. If you find that you're having a day that's just challenging you, take a deep breath and a timeout. Literally, just stop right there. Just say, okay, let me get back on track here and just take a deep breath, because this day is just going differently than I expected. But that doesn't mean that it's going to ruin my day. It is not going to ruin your day unless you choose that. So if you feel like you're going down that path and it's starting to get to you, back up, back up and say, all right, well, I want a different intention for the outcome of this day. No matter what falls apart today, I'm going to have a fantastic day. I'm going to have a great day. You would be surprised how much energy that will lift in you. And it's not hard. It doesn't take a lot of energy to do it. It's just doing it. It's choosing to change your mind on how you're going to react to this or respond, So Michael is very much coming in as very in charge here, like very proactive, very much organization. You have guidelines. Do you have deadlines? If you want to manifest properly, he wants you to get organized. It's time to get organized. And that's the big one for the show today. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to the Jenn Royster Show. We are talking about the angel guidance for May of 2015, this show. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.
Tune in to The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JennRoyster.com for more information. Are you ready to feel empowered and trust your own intuition? Now you can learn how with intuitive counselor and spiritual teacher Dr. Jenn Royster. Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection, is a 4-week online workshop that's highly recommended for those ready to take their intuition to the next level. This intensive workshop will explore the access point to spirit, known as the seat of the soul. Learn how to connect with your higher self and the angelic realm. Explore the Akashic records or a past life. Learn at your own pace with access to your workshop at any time. Sign up now for Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection at JennRoyster.com. JennRoyster.com.
Are you overwhelmed by other people's energy? Do you constantly suffer with emotional drain, exhaustion, or physical illness? You may be highly sensitive to energy and not aware of your powerful connection to spirit. Dr. Jenn Royster is an intuitive spiritual counselor and energy healer that works with the angelic realm and has helped thousands of empathic souls successfully release negative energies, reclaim their personal power, and thrive. Life is to be enjoyed, not just endured. Book your private phone session today at JennRoyster.com.
And we are back. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to the Jenn Royster Show if you're just tuning in. And the topic today is angel guidance for May of 2015. And I'm delivering a lot of information that the angels have given me. It's been very active. And so I'm just keep bringing it to you. And I get very excited about it because I always think, wow, this is so amazing. So I'm just delivering the messages to you. Now, Michael is the angel coming through very strong to help you with energies in May of 2015. That's what this show's for. And he wants you to get organized. Like I said, he wanted you to get organized. And I want to elaborate on that a little bit. He says that, we have dreams, we have things we really want to accomplish in our life. And they can be very valid, very realistic dreams. But there has to be a plan. It's time to use the logic side of you, not just sit there and wait for it. It's time to be proactive. He says it's time, if you don't have a plan, to create one. If you have to sit down and list it out or get organized that way. If you have a plan, it's time to start doing something with it. Now, it doesn't mean dive off the deep end here, but go in the direction. It could be a little simple thing, but at least go in that direction. I know what he's saying with that because I've been doing a lot of shifting and changing, and all of a sudden there's all these things I've got to change up with my own stuff that I'm doing. So you're going to see a lot of shifts and changes for me as well. All good. It doesn't mean that, oh no, it's going to end. No, it's not. It's time for your journey to continue. It's time for your journey to continue. So we've been working on getting the fear out of the way. Well, now it's time to, okay, let's go. Go into that unknown place. Go do that thing that you have, you probably don't know a whole lot about. You want to learn about it. Go for it. Go study, do your research, do your homework, but it's time to make a plan. If you haven't got a plan, it's time to start working on a plan and get it organized, because once you have your plan in place, and say you've already had a plan for a while, maybe it's time to look at it and tweak it or improve it. Look at that. If you've been like, well, maybe I need to update it, then do that. It's time to be proactive. That is the big one right there. Now, another thing that came in which was interesting, was I asked this morning, I said, what is the energy for me? What exactly is this energy that we're working with here? And then I had all kinds of stuff come in through. And the energy is a focus on community. And what that means, and this was the part that I thought, wow, this is interesting stuff coming through, is it's time to align with like-minded people. If you're not, it's time to do that. It might be groups. It might be in your relationships. I don't know, different aspects, maybe business. It's time to network if it's business, probably, but it's like-mindedness. It's time to align with groups that are, in that same energy frequency. Where is yours? What would align with yours? If there was no hesitation, no fear, no concerns, it didn't cost any money, whatever, and you knew what you wanted to align with, what would that be? Who would that be? Where would that be? It's time to start thinking about that. It's time to be clear with what you want in your life and what you want to be around. Because when you align with like-mindedness, it's going to catalyst and empower everyone in the group. It's going to multiply and magnify that energy in a really amazing way. And then there's that support. You'll have that support. It's time to align where you're going to have support with one another. This could be, it had a very supportive energy. That was what I was feeling. It's time to make sure you're supporting yourself. It's time to make sure you're supporting others. But in order to do that efficiently, it is about being in a like-minded setting. So, that's going to be interesting, but it is time. That might feel like, well, how am I going to do that with all this craziness going on? Don't worry about how. Just start going with the intention that you're choosing that. It's like, okay, that's one of the things that trips people up, because they're skipping past step one a lot with that. They're thinking, well, I don't know how to make that happen. Well, you don't really need to make anything happen. You need to align with the energy and the intention of it. Once you do that, now you've given the green light to the universe to start bringing in some synchronicities, some people, some shifts and changes that will set all that up. You will still be proactive, but you'll start to see things falling into place differently. So instead of getting so caught up on how it's going to happen, which is more of really, it's a form of trying to control how it happens. And that's our ego kind of getting in the way again. That's the part you might need to practice on, is pull back and go, wait, no, I don't need to figure out how. I just need to align right now with my intention that this is what I want, and be clear with that. And then as the opportunities start to come in, you'll find ways to be proactive, and then you'll know what you're going to be doing. You may find that it's one step at a time, and you're going down this path, and you're going to go, wow, this is pretty cool. And then something else opens up. That's how you do it. I find that to be much more efficient and much faster results in manifesting when you go with that. So some of that might be some control of letting go of it, but it's very, very possible with this energy that's coming up, with the support that they want to show you. Working with your guardian angel is going to help you a lot because, like I said, that vision I saw, all the guardian angels were walking in with Michael. They're ready. They're ready to step up to the plate with you. So ask them for this assistance. For those that feel like, well, I don't even know if they're there, I don't really know them, don't worry about getting caught up on all of that. You're still trying to process it in a analytical way when you do that. Just know and trust that it's there. It will challenge you a little bit on where your faith is. Do you have faith that you're supported? Do you have faith in yourself? Do you have faith that this is going to have that positive outcome you want? Another part of what I found was big celebration. Celebration energy is very important right now for the month of May. And you might feel like, well, what have I got to celebrate? You've got a lot to celebrate. The fact that you can even process a question, you can celebrate that your mind works, you can keep this simple if you need to, but it's a time to celebrate who you are and what you could be, what you want to be, and it's appreciating how far you've come, how hard you've worked, and giving yourself that pat on the back and saying, I'm doing pretty good. I've gotten through some things and I've still got some things I need to work on, but I'm still moving forward. So don't get caught up on keeping up, with, everybody else's speed or being faster, or don't get it caught up in the competition. It really means bringing it more inward, kind of worrying about what they're all doing because they've got their own to figure out. Your guardian angel is going to be the right one to be talking to with this. And in that faith that they are there, it can be pretty amazing. If you just go there just the slightest bit, you might be quite surprised that you'll have these sensations and, what was that? Did I just feel somebody with me? Or, did someone just sit on my bed while I'm laying here sleeping? That one, I love that one. That's the way I feel them a lot. It feels like a whole person sits on the side of your bed. The weight of the bed, everything goes down. You open your eyes, there's nobody there, and it's nothing to be scared of. You know that that's your guardian angel because you can feel that safetiness. This is an amazing time. I'm quite excited about it for you because I love that they're giving me quite a few specifics for you. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But now they're like, no, it's time to appreciate everything you have. Find that one little simple thing that you can appreciate and do that. You want to get connected to the energy of appreciation and celebration because that is bringing in the positive energy and really reinforcing what is working to shift everything for a positive outcome for everybody. The more you do that, the more energy it helps another person that is still learning how to do this. So the energy of May is focused on aligning with like-minded people, okay? Like-mindedness. Do you have a group you want to join? Is there something you've always wanted to do? Or maybe sign up for a class with, something interesting. If you're signing up for a class and something you're interested in, that whole room is full of like-minded people because they're signed up for the same class. They're interested in that. So think about that if you're looking to learn about something new. We are talking about angel guidance for May of 2015, and I'm delivering all the information that they've given us. We're going to take a short break. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to The Jenn Royster Show. We'll be right back.
Tune in to The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JennRoyster.com for more information. Are you ready to feel empowered and trust your own intuition? Now you can learn how with intuitive counselor and spiritual teacher Dr. Jenn Royster. Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection, is a 4-week online workshop that's highly recommended for those ready to take their intuition to the next level. This intensive workshop will explore the access point to spirit, known as the seat of the soul. Learn how to connect with your higher self and the angelic realm. Explore the Akashic records or a past life. Learn at your own pace with access to your workshop at any time. Sign up now for Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection at JennRoyster.com. JennRoyster.com.
Are you overwhelmed by other people's energy? Do you constantly suffer with emotional drain, exhaustion, or physical illness? You may be highly sensitive to energy and not aware of your powerful connection to spirit. Dr. Jenn Royster is an intuitive spiritual counselor and energy healer that works with the angelic realm and has helped thousands of empathic souls successfully release negative energies, reclaim their personal power, and thrive. Life is to be enjoyed, not just endured. Book your private phone session today at JennRoyster.com.
And we are back. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to the Jenn Royster Show if you're just tuning in. And I've been delivering the angel guidance for May of 2015 throughout the show. And they gave me quite a bit. So I'm getting through it and it's filling it up. But one of the questions I talked in the first segment, it was Archangel Michael and what he wanted to do about getting organized and helping you. This is important information to help all of us for May. Well, I also had asked about what was the energy. So it was about it's time to align yourself with like-minded. And I went into that. Now I want to talk about what can help, because I also asked specifically with all that you just gave us, Michael, and all of this energy and, okay, what can help us achieve some of this so we can be aligned and really have those intentions clear and really start moving forward proactively with our manifesting. And this is what came through. It's visualizing. And I'm going to walk you through that a little bit. In fact, in the last segment, we'll do a little bit of that in a kind of a guided meditation. But that's what I want to talk about right now. I want to explain that. You want to be visualizing the success and a positive outcome. Now, sometimes we feel like I don't know how to visualize. I don't know how to visualize. If you need to find a picture, a painting, anything visual that will help you, that gives you that vibe, that feeling that, yeah, that's what I want, then use that. But I would say close your eyes and visualize how you want it to be in the positive outcome. Say you have a situation that you want in a healing. Say that you're working through a health problem. Say you're working on finding a new job or, improving and healing up your relationship, et cetera, et cetera. You can visualize it in the positive outcome as if it has already happened. Now, visualization is utilizing, let me explain why. Visualization is utilizing your thought energy, okay? And your focus being on the thought energy of what you want. It is very, very powerful for manifesting. It's very powerful to help other information and synchronicities to come in and be clear about what you want. So if you get into the visualization and it starts taking a turn in a direction you don't want to go, just acknowledge it, go, whoa, okay, let's back up. We didn't really want to go down that path. Let's pull that back and restructure, just regroup, and then do it again. Sometimes you have to do it a lot if there's something going on because you're really, feeling that challenge of keeping that faith and staying positive regardless of what you see or feel. This is seeing it and having faith in yourself and others in the situation or what you're trying to work with about yourself or somebody else. It's having faith that this will have a positive outcome for everybody. Not that it has the positive outcome that you are commanding. That's very different. Make sure you're not getting caught up on you want the outcome to be a certain way. If you're in a situation that needs to play out for peace and harmony, maybe it will, but it might have a little bit of a different outcome than what you're expecting. Now, when we're manifesting, yes, we're manifesting something that we want to bring into our lives. But look, for example, a situation that needs to be healed, maybe a disagreement or something like that. You're looking for the happiness and the peacefulness and a win-win for everyone. That's a harmony. That's harmonious. That is what I mean by that. If we visualize that there's a perfect solution here that will resolve this situation, and then everybody is lifted, that is networking and group harmony. That's important right now because remember, it's a focus with the energy on community. So it's a working and supporting each other and ourselves. So when we visualize, you're looking to put that intention on the picture that you want it to be. So if you are, really wanting a different job or you want, something that you love, instead of it being, maybe a certain type of job, see yourself however it is you see yourself, whether it's working at a desk or working outside or whatever, but you're happy. Look at the happiness energy vibe for that. If you link into that, you're going to find that you're going to discover exactly the perfect one for you because really, isn't that what it is you want when you're trying to move around to all these jobs is you really want the happiness? There's a lot of people that go after the money all the time and then they're still not happy. You can do that. You can manifest that too if you want. But honestly, if you go for the happiness, the money will follow because now you're aligned with the energy of your higher self and your soul purpose because now you're doing what you love. And that is the intention of our soul, is to have joy in everything that we do. Everything. Now, some of the ways that can help you with visualization, if you have, some people say, I can't meditate, my mind's all over the place, all that. I always suggest active meditation. But we also, when you're visualizing, you're putting that focus onto something in particular, and maybe you need a little bit of help. So that would be where, you would find that picture in a magazine or a painting or something that really brings that vibe to you, that really clicks for you, or draw it or close your eyes and see it. If you're having trouble doing that, find a focal point somewhere. It could be a candle. It could be a tree outside. It could be, anything positive. You can even use a crystal if you have it, an affirmation with a few words that are positive. Things like that can really help keep you focused on the visualization. So if you find your mind drifting, just bring it back to that point, if you have that around in the room, so be creative with that. Something that it means something to you, something that puts a smile on your face when you see it is going to be very, very powerful. It could just be a simple photograph of your child, or a simple photograph of a time where you just loved that moment and you smile when you see it. Things like that are powerful. When they bring that little bit of smile to the corners of your mouth, look for something like that. So I keep backing up, and I keep trying to slow it down and, give you some ideas. There's no right or wrong way here. It's what's going to work for you the most. What's going to work for you? For me personally, I love putting on classical music, something that doesn't have words to it, when I really want to go into something to focus with, because the music and the notes take me there, and it's so easy. And sometimes I don't want any kind of sound, but when I really want to go deep in there, for some reason, it's classical music that does it for me. Not everybody. I listen to all kinds of music, but when I really want to go there, and I use it a lot when I'm painting, because I'll do a lot of the intuitive paintings right at the easel. That is how I do it. That's just another suggestion. So if there's a certain style of music that works, then that would be another focal point. You could bring your thought to that and get back on track. So we're going to take a break here in just a moment, but when we come back, we're going to do a visualization where I'm walking you through that to help you get started, because May is coming up in a couple of weeks here. We don't have much more time before May's here. And I wanted to give you some time so you could get organized a little bit. So when you hit May, you hit it with both feet and you're running. And you're going to make the most of that energy, because there's a lot of support energy. All these guardian angels and Michael, man, I love that. I just smiled when I saw all of them standing there, walking in like, we're here, we're ready. Now they need to show up. And you need to tell them that. You need to show up. They're telling me too. They go, you need to show up, and you need to tell them to show up, because we're here and we showed up. So you can't ask for any more than that. They're waiting for, the ball kind of is thrown in your court here is what it is. And it's time for you to do something with it. So, that to me, I felt so supported and so encouraged when I saw that. Oh, and I couldn't wait to share that with you, because I thought, if that doesn't lift a heart that's feeling all by themselves out there, or feeling like they just can't quite get there, that's a lot of support. That's a lot of pick me up. So when we come back, we're going to do that visualization for success and positive outcome. So stay with us. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to The Jenn Royster Show. We're talking about angel guidance to help us with May of 2015. We'll be right back after the break.
Tune in to The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JennRoyster.com for more information. Are you ready to feel empowered and trust your own intuition? Now you can learn how with intuitive counselor and spiritual teacher Dr. Jenn Royster. Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection, is a 4-week online workshop that's highly recommended for those ready to take their intuition to the next level. This intensive workshop will explore the access point to spirit, known as the seat of the soul. Learn how to connect with your higher self and the angelic realm. Explore the Akashic records or a past life. Learn at your own pace with access to your workshop at any time. Sign up now for Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection at JennRoyster.com. JennRoyster.com.
Are you overwhelmed by other people's energy? Do you constantly suffer with emotional drain, exhaustion, or physical illness? You may be highly sensitive to energy and not aware of your powerful connection to spirit. Dr. Jenn Royster is an intuitive spiritual counselor and energy healer that works with the angelic realm and has helped thousands of empathic souls successfully release negative energies, reclaim their personal power, and thrive. Life is to be enjoyed, not just endured. Book your private phone session today at JennRoyster.com.
And we are back. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to the Jenn Royster Show if you're just tuning in. And in this last segment of the show, I want to walk you through the visualization for success and positive outcomes so you can have some sort of guideline to help you. Now, you can go in any direction you want to with this, but I wanted to help you out and get you ready for the May energy. This has all been about the angel guidance. If you've missed the first or most of the show, go grab the podcast when it's available later this afternoon. Usually, in the afternoon it's available. This is a big deal, so you can really find your happiness and really get your life on track where you want to be. Your guardian angels and Michael are really ready to help you, like I said. So If you need to listen to this later because you're driving or busy, then please do that. If you are in a place where you can close your eyes for a moment, and it's safe for you to do that, please do. And take a couple of breaths just to settle in and be comfortable with your eyes closed. Be comfortable that your eyes are closed. Be comfortable in your own skin. You might find that you have to shift around a little bit to be comfortable there. And once you're comfortable, the area or the situation that you want to see shifted, healed, transition into a positive outcome, be successful, whatever that situation is, I want you to get very detailed about what you see. I want you to see yourself in the successful situation like it's already happened. It's already resolved. And that's okay. Go with whatever, you're showing that clarity of that you want the happiness, the peacefulness, the content, the positive outcome. And that anybody else involved in the situation is just as happy. Everybody's happy. You see this win-win situation. And while you're visualizing this, think of it like a scene in a movie or a play that you're, watching. And look at all the details around. What do you see? I mean, you're really putting the energy into this now. What kind of details do you see around you as you're visualizing this incredibly happy scene exactly the way you always wanted it to be? It's already happened. It's your life now. You're living it in this visualization. That's how you do a visualization. Now, what do you see? Do you see certain colors? How many people are there other than you? That one is usually an interesting one because sometimes we're surprised by what we might see or not see there. Where are you? Are you inside, outside? Are you still living in the same home? Are you still in the same geographic location? Did you move? What do you see? What are the details that you see? You want to really look at that. Colors, details. Do you smell anything in the air? Do you smell flowers or do you smell someone cooking? I mean, what do you smell? Do you have a smell? Use all of your senses. With your eyes closed, you're using your mind's eye there, creating this with the energy of your thought. This is being clear with the universe what your intention is to manifest. This is how you do it. And just spending that couple of minutes in there, it's actually less than a minute, but the longer you're in there, the more power it can have. So if you were to do this for a couple of minutes every day, no matter what's going on, do this, you're going to see some changes happening. You will see changes happening. Now, what are you actually wearing? Is it summertime? Is it fall? Do you have a job uniform on? I mean, what is your scene? What are you seeing? That part can be interesting too, because with the colors and what you're seeing in the decor or environment around you is very powerful about where you are and what it is you want. If you find that you have thoughts popping in that you don't want, think of a big eraser like on the end of a pencil and just erase that out and redo that. Just go, well, no, let me cut that out. I don't want that part. This is the power of visualization. If you see something pop in there that you don't want, take it out. Just take it out with your mind. Do that. And you can do this over and over again, and you can rearrange it and you can change it. And once you settle, you're organizing. You're doing that organization that Michael was talking about earlier. But once you settle on, okay, yeah, that's the way I want it, you want to stay with that for a couple of minutes. Try to stay a couple of minutes. 1 minute would be great. The Abraham Hicks says 67 seconds is all you need. So if you can work with that goal, you're going to see things change. You're going to start to see new opportunities, and maybe some things fall away out of your life, or it's going to help you let go. And visualization is fun. Why not? Think of the imagination of a child, what they do. It's amazing. So that's what you want to do. And you want to do it every day and really use the energies with May to do that. Michael and your guardian angels, they really want to help you out. So if you find that you're having a challenging day, just ask them for a little help. Ask them to help lift your heart so you can get back in there and stay encouraged. Make sure you're celebrating something and appreciating something at least once a day within your life, and maybe other people that are there, because you're here, and this is a great place and a great time to be here, because you're part of making the huge shifts and changes that are happening out there. I want to say thank you for listening today. It was my pleasure, and it's such an honor to always bring these messages to you. They're coming in like crazy, and I'm scribbling and I'm writing them all down, and I really want it to inspire and lift you to make the changes that you want in your life. Now, please make sure you go to my website, jennroyster.com, JENNROYSTER.com. I have free gifts, free meditations over there. Subscribe to the newsletter if you want. I put out a newsletter once a week that puts out my weekly show listings, events, workshops, my articles, and things like that. I have a lot of things I'm working on right now, and I'm juggling quite a few things, and I've got big changes coming. So if you want to stay up and follow that or know what's going on, you can go over to the website to find out. I'm excited about the things that I'm manifesting, and you're a part of that. So next week, I have an interesting guest that's going to be with me. It's going to be my son. My son is going to be with me on the show. I'm looking forward to having him. I just confirmed that last night. And we're going to talk about meditation a little bit more and how it's a very powerful healing modality. I want to send you so much love, and I want to honor you for being who you are. Thank you for listening. I'm Dr. Jenn, and we'll see you next time here on The Jenn Royster Show. Namaste.
You've been listening to The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Imagine having the ability to use your innate positive energy to dissolve the stuckness in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, through this incredible dynamic show. If you've missed any part of this show or any other show, visit www.jennroyster.com.